Friends, you never know who you'll touch in life. You never know how or when you'll have an impact or how important your example can be to someone else. My faith helps me understand that circumstances don't dictate my happiness or my inner peace. The chances you take, the people you meet, the people you love, the faith that you have, that's what's going to define you. You have to be who you are in this world, no matter what. At the end of the day, my friends, it's not about what you have or even what you've accomplished. It's about what you've done with those accomplishments. It's about who have you lifted up, who have you made better. It's about what you've given back to those people. I think personally a role model is a mentor, someone who you see on a daily basis and you learn from them. My faith taught me how to forgive. Faith taught me when people present themselves in a certain way, there's probably some backstory or issue or reason for the way that they are acting. It's not you, my friends. It's them. And a lot of times, it's about something that's completely out of their control. Put God first. I've been protected. I've been directed. I've been corrected. I've kept God in my life, and it's kept me humble. I didn't always stick with Him, but He always stuck with me. Don't be afraid to think outside the box. Don't be afraid to fail big, to dream big. But remember, dreams without goals are just dreams, and they ultimately fuel disappointment. And understand, to achieve these goals, you must apply discipline and consistency. You'll never see a U-Haul behind a hearse. It's not how much you have in life. It's about what you do with what you have. That's where the success is in helping others. Say thank you in advance for what's already yours. That's how I live my life. True desire in the heart for anything good is God's proof to you, sent beforehand to indicate that it's yours already. My advice is this, and it's simple. Don't just aspire to make a living. Friends, aspire to make a difference. And may God bless each and every one of you, and take good care. Bye-bye now. Good morning. Ralf Friedrichs. I'm an addiction recovery coach, your life coach, and the host of this show, the Take Your Life Back Today radio show. You can see a video version of this if you go to YouTube under Take Your Life Back Today show. Folks, 3 men found that they could no longer sleep because of their deep-seated fears. This is about cultivating. This story I'm telling you, their lives were in a state of status because of their constant worries. So they set out on a mission to find a wise man who lived high in the mountains, so high up above the tree line that no vegetation grew, no animals lived, not even insects could be found. So high in the mountains, in that thin air that's up there. When they reached his cave, the first of the 3 men said, "Help me, wise man, for my fear has crippled me." "What's your fear?" asked the wise man. "I fear death," said the pilgrim. "I wonder when it's going to come for me." "Ah, death," said the wise man. "Let me take away this fear, my friend. Death will not come to call until you are ready for its embrace. Know and your fear will go away." This calmed that pilgrim's mind, and he feared death no longer. The wise man turned to the second pilgrim and said, "What is your fear, my friend?" "I fear my new neighbors," said the second pilgrim. "They are strangers who observe holy days different than mine. They have ways to many kids, and they play music that sounds like noise." "Ah, strangers," said the wise man. "I will take away this fear, my friend. Return to your home and make a cake for your new neighbors. Bring toys to their children. Join them in their songs and learn their ways, and you will become familiar with these neighbors, and your fear will go away." The second man saw the wisdom in these simple instructions and knew he would no longer fear the family who were his neighbors. There in the cave, so high in the mountains that nothing could live, the wise man turned to the last pilgrim and asked of his fear. "Oh, wise man, I fear spiders." Ooh, who doesn't? When I try to sleep at night, I imagine spiders dropping from the ceiling and crawling upon my flesh, and I cannot get any rest. That is my fear. "Ah, spiders," said the wise man. "Really? That's why do you think I live way up here?" he replied. "Fear will get the worst of most of us, and also the best of us. Peddlers of influence count on that. If fear is cultivated, it will become stronger. So cultivate your faith, not your fears. If faith is cultivated, it will achieve mastery. Fear is whispered in our ears and shouted in our faces. Faith must be fostered by the man or the woman you see every day in the mirror. The former forever snaps at our heels, and our sin passes and delays our course. The latter could spur our boot heels to be wandering, stimulate our creativity, and drive us forward. Fear or faith, which will be our master? Cultivate your faith, not your fear. Call me at 844-405-HELP. Together we can help each other take our lives back. Be good to yourselves and always be good to each other. And remember, a simple smile to a total stranger can change that stranger's day in their life. It can change your life too. Fear. Cultivate your faith, not your fear. You can overcome your fear. Just trust in God. Let God guide and direct you. And may God bless each and every one of you. And we'll talk to you tomorrow. Take good care. Cultivate your faith, not your fear. Take good care. Bye-bye now. Take care. Bye.